Greetings to all the listeners and viewers of this presentation. My name is Vimal Susyabaga. I am currently working as a research assistant and doing MSY research under Dr. Syam Sundar Khadka in Department of Civil Engineering, Kathmandu University. The author of the paper are myself and Mr. Sujan Karki and Dr. Syam Sundar Khadka. The title of this paper is Tunnel Support Design in Fault Zone in Hydropower Project in Himalaya as a case study. In this research, a methodology have been followed to design the tunnel support in a weak, sheared and faulted zone. These are the outline diet. These are the outline that I will be covering. I will be briefly explaining the geology of Nepal, problems of the tunneling in weak, shear and fault zone. Also, I will be covering the objectives and methodology used in the tunnel design. And finally, I will be presenting the results and conclusions as the findings. This is the structure of the geology of Nepal Himalaya. The geology is very weak and fragile due to presence of four principal fault zones. The four principal fault zones are main frontal thrust, main boundary thrust, main central thrust, and South Tibetan detachment system. Rock mass is basically characterized by presence of the discontinuities present in it. The properties of discontinuities such as spacing, frequency, orientation, aperture, roughness, persistence, filling, seepage, block size determines the physical and geomechanical properties of the rock mass. The small spaced and higher frequency of discontinuities make the rock mass very weak and fragile. The geology of Nepal is weak due to this reason. The instability of tunnel is controlled mainly by discontinuities such as faults, joints, bedding plane, and in situ site stress. In a low in situ site stress with highly fractures, the rock mass failure occurs as unraveling of blocks from the excavation surface, and in high in situ stress, the squeezing and swelling of rocks occur in elastic and plastics continuum. The pictures show the wedge failure and the rock bolting to control the wedge failure. The failure occurs when the plane of the sliding and slope lie parallel or within 20 degrees to each other. Also, there should be condition of daylight, that is, deep angle of failure plane should be less than deep angle of the slope face, and deep angle of sliding plane should be greater than the angle of friction. The objectives of this study are to study deformation and failure mechanism in weak, shear and faulted zones, and to design the required support using the numerical. To study the deformation and failure mechanism of tunnel in weak, sheared and faulted rock mass, a case study of headrest tunnel of Kaligandagi hydropower project have been selected. The tunnel passed through the various fault and fracture zone and rock mass of siliceous phyllite and graphitic phyllite. The overburden varies from few meters to hundred of meters, with 620 meter being maximum overburden. This is the methodology of the design of the tunnel support. In the first step, the characterization of rock mass and determination of actual ground type is done. The prediction of rock mass around the excavation and actual phase is done in this step. In the next step, the detailed analysis of the monitoring results is done. The change of the displacement vector along the tunnel alignment indicates the presence of the weak shear and fault zone, and the tunnel and the intake rock strain and GSI of the region is used to determine the potential failure mechanism and design the final support. The design of the support can be done using methods suggested by Goriki et al. 2006 or Hook 1998. In, in Goriki et al. 2006 method, a chart as shown in figure is used. The rock mass trend is modified on the basis of measured joint orientation to the tunnel axis in quadrant 1, groundwater from quadrant 2, and overburden in quadrant 3 to obtain stress factor and support category in the quadrant 4. Since there are no measurement of the joint orientation to tunnel and groundwater, this method of Goriki et al. 2006 cannot be used. Hence, method of Hook 1998 is used to design the tunnel support. In Hook 1998 method, the measured support pressure and equivalent circular diameter is used as the input parameters. The chart presented here is used to obtain the combination of the support that give the required support pressure. According to IS 1526 2002, design support pressure is taken as 1.25 times the support pressure observed. Hence, the design pressure is obtained as 1.59 megapascal. The chart presented is used to obtain two design alternatives that can give the design support. The alternative design 1 is composed of 150 mm concrete lining of M25 and 3 bar lattice girder of bar size 26 mm and 24 mm. It gives a support pressure of 1.8 megapascal, which is greater than the design's support pressure of 1.6 megapascals. Similarly, alternative of design 2 is composed of grouted rock bolts of diameter 34 mm, length 2 meter and pattern of 1 meter by 1 meter. It gives a support pressure of 1.6 megapascal, which is equal to the design support pressure of 1.6 megapascal. These two alternatives are modeled separately with the calculated geotechnical parameters, and the results are presented. These are the geotechnical parameters used in the modeling. The joint factor is used to incorporate the measured joint set. It is calculated using Ramamurthy and Arora in 1994. It is used to calculate the rock mass strength using the equation given by Z and Sitaram in 2003. The Q value of 0.06 and intake rock strength of 50 megapascal is used from the lab test. The disturbance factor of D equal to 0 have been used as suggested by Khotka in 2019. Khotka in 2019 has suggested that for GSI less than 30, the elastoplastic failure model is more appropriate with D equals to 0 with no peak reduction of GSI. The in-situ site stress have been calculated by using equation of Jaeger and Cook in 1971 as suggested by Susyabaga et al. At 2000, Susyabaga et al. In 2020. The order of mass parameters used in modeling have been calculated using Hooke-Brown failure criteria. These are the modeling results obtained before and after the application of alternative design 1. It can be seen that without any support, number of inlet elements is 1062 and displacement it is 71.5 mm, and after the application of design support 1, the number of inlet elements is 853 and displacement is 31.2. Similarly, these are the modeling results before and after application of alternative design too. It can be seen that without any support, number of inlet elements is 1062 and displacement is 71.5 mm, and after application of design support to the number of inlet elements is 694 and displacement is 7.3 mm. These are the support capacity curve of design 1 and 2. The support capacity curve for design 1 show that few points of the base of the tunnel wall lie outside the curve, hence it has failed, whereas the support capacity of design 2 show that all points are within support capacity curve, hence it has passed the loading and it is safe. These are the summary of the results that were discussed earlier. From this study, these are the four conclusions that can be drawn. The conclusion states that the methodology used in this paper can be used to design the tunnel support in the context of Nepal Himalaya. It provides more realistic scenario in design of tunnel support. The uncertainty in obtaining the realistic geological data and mechanics in the context of jointed and faulted rock mass is reduced, unlike the other design methodologies. Hence, the methodology proposed by Hook 1998 and Goriki et al. 2006 can be used to design the tunnel support in weak shear and faulted rock mass. I would like to acknowledge the project technical investigation of tunnel support technology of hydropower project located in Himalayan region of Nepal. It is one of the many research activities of this project. The partner of this project are Department of Civil Engineering, Kathmandu University, Nepal, Department of Geoscience and Petroleum, Norwegian University of Science and Technology, Norway, Department of Energy System Engineering, Seoul National University, Seoul, Korea, Hydrotunneling and Research Private Limited, Kathmandu, Nepal. The project has been supported by Energize Nepal. Finally, I would like to thank all the listeners and viewers to view this presentation. Thank you very much.